Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another DIY video actually on the Sebring. It's been a decent amount of time since I did a DIY video, but basically today we are going to be replacing the sway bar links. So as you can see, the car's already jacked up, so that's the first thing you guys really want to do. And basically underneath the car you can see the current sway bar links. This one is all loose. I can't really reach it from here, but it literally like shakes. Like you could just move it, and it's not what it's supposed to do. So basically, in order to do that for this specific car, now this car is front wheel drive, so it's in the front. But again, every vehicle is completely different. So this is for a 2001 Chrysler Sebring LXI. But that being said, guys, pretty much to take these off, you have to jack up the car first, and then take this nut off. And then there's a nut up there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then there's two in the back. I'll give you guys the sizes in a second. But right now, again, we do have the car kind of on just the front, like raised up in order to get to this. But unfortunately, I don't think we can really get that top one without actually taking the wheels off. So now we're actually just going to jack up the car a little bit more, take the wheels off, put it on stands. And then I'll basically I'll show you guys the process on this side, because this side is the one that's like really screwed up. The other side is actually like kind of okay, but basically right here, it's actually like, I don't know if it's the nut that's actually stripped. Well, there's a nut in here that's actually stripped, and they designed it, like the engineers or whatever designed it, where a Allen key can actually fit in that bolt in the end there. But when you turn it, the entire thing's turning because it's all like rusted to hell. So basically what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to take that one off, those back two, and then probably cut that right there. I don't know for now, but I'll definitely keep you guys like updated with that. Now that being said, guys, when you are dealing with like rusty hardware, rusty bolts or whatever, you do want to make sure you use, I use Cabriolet. Some people use WD-40, fish oil. There's a bunch of different things that you can use to actually get like loosen up rust or whatever on different pieces. But I'm not even going to go into that because again, there's many different methods you can do. But actually, these have been actually sitting in Cabriolet for about an hour now, so they should be good to break open. But again, like I said before, we're going to actually jack up this car now, get it actually on stands, and get the wheels off so that we can get the top part first. Instead of actually worrying about the driver's side, kind of just moved on to the passenger side here. And as you guys can see, the top nut is actually already out. So now that's got to come out, and then those two back there, and the entire thing should just drop down. But in order to get to the top nut right up here, you actually have to undo this, and I believe this one was a 50 millimeter. Again, this is something that's specific to a 2001 Chrysler Sebring. So I don't know how it is in other vehicles, but yeah, I just figured I'd add that in. I had to take that out, and then I was able to access up there, and now it's just 1, 2, 3, and the entire thing should just drop down. I'm not even honestly going to show the driver's side because it's so rusted. It's going to be cut up and bastardized and not correct. But basically, I'll take this one out, I'll compare it to the new ones, and then put the new ones in, show you guys how it looks. And then I might take this thing for a drive, probably not though. Honestly, it's getting a little bit late. But yeah, the driver's side is the side that's really screwed up. That's the one that's like clunking, and I can hear it every time this thing is out for a drive. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and basically from here on out, that one was actually probably the hardest to get to, and this one and those two are going to be pretty easy. Alright guys, so now I'm actually going to take the two back bolts, or the back nuts out, sorry, on the driver's side as well as the passenger side. Basically for right now, I'm actually just going to take this one out and kind of loosen that one so the whole assembly drops down. I'm going to do the same on both sides, but just again, for anyone doing this on a 2001 Chrysler Sebring, these bolts are 15 millimeters. That back bolt is actually out and the other back bolt is loosened. I actually just didn't take the very back bolt out because I didn't want the entire thing dropping just yet. But now I'm going to loosen or take out this nut. This is actually 18 millimeters, again specific to a 2001 Chrysler Sebring. But I did just want to mention, so those back ones, keep in mind the back bolts are 15 millimeters, and this nut is 18 millimeters. And also, again, this bolt has a little hole for an Allen key in it, and that the dimensions for that Allen key hole or whatever is actually 6 millimeters. Alright guys, so now this side is pretty much completely done. Well, not done, but we have the old link out, and this is it. This is basically the only thing that we're replacing. It goes in there. Again, that is why the back bolt is staying in, to hold this entire piece in. But yeah, now I'm basically just going to compare this side to the new sway bar link. And again, we're gonna kind of just do our own thing for the driver's side. We're gonna cut it and bastardize it and everything. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys how to put it in on this side, and then we'll again do our own thing for that side. That's pretty much it for, I guess, the replacement that we're doing today. Alright guys, so now we have the old one right here and the new one. Now the new one comes with these two grease fittings, and the old one, where is it? I don't want to get my hands too dirty because I don't have gloves on, but yeah, the old one was supposed to be right in that hole right there. But as you can see, it's very, very loose. Again, I don't want to touch it too much because I have my gloves off right now. But the new one is extremely tight. It's hard to move. You can still move it, but it's definitely a lot more tighter than this one. And the old one, again, has the one grease fitting still in there, but the other one failed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to install this one on the passenger side, the one that we just took out, and then take the driver's side apart, kind of cut that all up, and then install the one on the driver's side, and we should be good to go. The grease fittings on with a 7mm wrench. One thing that is very important, you're going to have to fill the actual links with the manufacturer's recommended grease. Right here we can see grease gun. Basically that part we're gonna attach right here and just kind of like pump it up a little bit with grease.
What we do here is go back.
All right, guys, so now we're pretty much done for the day. That side is in. I'll show you guys the old link in a minute and how it's all chopped up. And the passenger side is done too. Now we're pretty much just gonna throw the wheels back on, get it down, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so this is the old piece that I showed you before. This is the passenger side link, and here's the driver's side link, and you can see we cut it right there as well as right there. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind when you're cutting something, obviously be safe, protect yourself, like use gloves, use the proper equipment, glasses as well, like eye protection. But also when you're cutting with a grinder or sawzall like we did with this, you have to make sure that you're not going to cut into any pieces like in here. Like, see how this is still intact, like, or actually like over there's everything that we weren't supposed to cut, we didn't cut. We just took a second, took our time, went carefully, and again, just don't try to rush through it, especially when you're cutting something out because it's rusted, and not doing something by the book or how you're supposed to be doing it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much just gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below, and also subscribe to my channel for more DIY videos like this, as well as car reviews and vlogs, and hopefully builds in the future as well. But yeah, and also down below in the comments, if you have done this specific job yourself or you're using it and you kind of find yourself stuck somewhere, definitely feel free to leave constructive criticism if I missed anything, because that's the only way I can really make better videos for you guys. But yeah, like always, thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.